Assalamualaikum everyone. Today we will be presenting Improving Physical Fitness in Primary School, an intervention on the SEGAK Sit and Reach test, written by Megat Faizul Adha and Fatimah Mustaffa. Introduction and Research Issue. SEGAK Context, a mandatory national physical fitness assessment by the Ministry of Education Malaysia KPM to measure health-related fitness components. Primary issue. Year 4 energetic students face difficulties achieving satisfactory scores in the sit and reach test due to hamstring stiffness and incorrect techniques. Significance. Flexibility is a cornerstone for long-term health, cardiovascular strength, and muscle density before entering adolescence. Research roadmap. First is evaluate performance. Objective is to assess improvement in sit and reach scores. Research question: is there a significant increase in student scores comparing pre-test and post-test? Second is master technique. Objective is to assist mastery of correct technique through visual and video assistance, with the question being to what extent do students master the correct sit and reach technique after the 4-week video intervention. The third is boost motivation. Objective is to increase confidence in physical fitness activities. To what extent does the intervention increase student motivation to achieve better results? Evolution of research focus. Back in 2024, research on biomechanics and physiology, especially chronic static stretching aids hypertrophy by Warnick, structured functional correction improved patterns by Zhang, and 8-week stretching equals to resistance training for ROM by Wohlan. While in 2025, research on technology and integration, video-based learning highlights critical points in movement by Hashim, as well as hybrid approaches, yoga plus passive stretching work best by Palanao, brings us to our current study, which is bridging biomechanics with video technology. This research follows the theoretical framework General Adaptation Syndrome GAS by Martini and Bartholomew. Phase 1 is alarm reaction, where initial body response to stretching stress. Phase 2 resistance, the adaptation sweet spot. Muscles adapt and flexibility increases, the target zone for intervention. Whereas phase 3 is the exhaustion, which is overtraining and fatigue. Avoidance is key. Our intervention methodology is the 4-week circuit. First is video screening, where we observe correct technique demonstration. Second is hamstring stretching for 4 minutes to prepare and elongate them. Third is burpees, done for 3 minutes to emphasize on body posture. And lastly, jumping jacks, also for 3 minutes for breathing control. Technical cues for all of this is legs to be straight, hands overlap, lean forward, and exhale on reach. We follow the data collection triangulation. First is quantitative data, pre-test versus post-test measurements in centimeter. Second is structured observation, biomechanical markers such as body position, leg straightness, and hand placement. Lastly is qualitative notes such as teacher's journal, attitude, readiness, and motivation levels of students, which bring us all to a holistic assessment. Our findings: quantitative improvement, comparison of pre-test and post-test scores. This bar chart shows both students having increases in their test scores, with the student A have from 12.2 cm to 36, having a 23.8 cm increase, whereas student B from 10.5 to 32 cm with 21.5 cm increase. Consistent training yielded with more than 20 cm flexibility gains in 4 weeks. Discussion beyond the numbers. First is technique mastery with observation of correction of leg straightness and breathing, which is validated as it supports Zhang on structured training for posture. Second is performance with significant score increases. This is validated and supports Wohlan and Warnick on chronic stretching efficiency. And lastly is motivation with increased confidence and readiness. The validation of this is it supports Hashim on video-based learning impact. Impact of the study from student level is improves physical literacy, improve range of motion, as well as reduce injury risk. From educator level is to provide and validated a 10-minute plug-and-play intervention model for PE lessons. And on institutional level, we are supporting Ministry of Education objectives to raise national SEGAK ratings and foster fitness culture. Recommendations for future research is gamification with integrating teaching games for Understanding TTFU to Blend Play with Stretching by Yusri. And next is Advanced Tech. Utilize motion analysis apps like Kinovia for immediate biomechanical feedback. Longitudinal studies is the third, with excess retention of flexibility gains over a full academic year. And lastly is Intensity Variables, with comparing protocols such as low intensity and high frequency versus HIIT. That's all from us. Thank you and have a good day.